Medical disclaimer. This video is a general health document for adults 18 years of age or older. Its purpose is strictly educational. It does not constitute medical advice. Please consult a physician or healthcare professional before beginning any exercise, diet, or supplement program, or if you have any questions about your health. This video is based on scientific studies, but individual results will vary. If you engage in any activity or take any product mentioned herein, you do so of your own free will and you knowingly and voluntarily accept the risks. While we mention the most important known interactions, it is possible for any supplement to interact with other supplements, with food and drugs, and with certain health conditions.
Welcome back to our channel, where today we will discuss one of the most popular supplements in the fitness world, creatine. What is it? How does it work? What benefits does it bring, and what are the risks of taking it? You will find it out, so stay tuned. Creatine. Creatine is one of the most well-researched and effective supplements for the enhancement of exercise performance. It does this primarily by helping to increase the energy available to work with during exercise. Creatine has also been shown to provide cognitive and mental health benefits in some contexts. Creatine is most often used for muscle gain and exercise. Short summary. Creatine, from the Greek word krais, meaning meat, is a molecule produced in the body from the amino acids arginine, glycine and methionine. It's made primarily in the liver and, in smaller amounts, in the kidney and pancreas. In the form of phosphocreatine, creatine stores high-energy phosphate groups. These phosphate groups are then donated to ADP for the regeneration of ADP into ATP, the primary source of energy in the body. The role of creatine in the production of energy is particularly important under conditions of high energy demand, such as during intense physical or mental activity. Creatine can be found in some foods of animal origin, and it is most commonly found in meat and fish. It is commonly ingested by athletes in the form of powder or capsules. What are the main benefits? Improving strength and power during resistance exercise is the primary benefit of creatine. Creatine has been well studied for this purpose, and its effects are quite remarkable for a dietary supplement, both in the general population and more specifically in the older adult population. Creatine may modestly increase lean mass when used in conjunction with resistance training. In trained athletes, creatine is reported to reduce body fat and improve some measures of anaerobic exercise performance, strength, and power output. Creatine has also been the subject of many studies for its effects on anaerobic running performance, and the results have been somewhat mixed, but generally suggestive of a small improvement in performance. Creatine may have benefits in some contexts, although it has been studied much less for mental health than for physical performance. In some scenarios, particularly highly stressful ones involving sleep deprivation or exercise to exhaustion, creatine appears to reduce mental fatigue. Creatine may also improve some aspects of memory. This is especially true for people with below-average creatine levels, such as vegetarians and older adults. There is also some preliminary evidence that creatine may be helpful in the reduction of symptoms of depression in people with major depressive disorder or bipolar disorder. However, before creatine can be said to be effective for cognitive performance or mental health, more research is needed in these areas and on other cognitive measures. What are the main drawbacks? Creatine supplementation typically results in weight gain, which is due in part to an increase in the total amount of water in the body. The range of weight gain after a creatine loading phase, which may be of particular concern to individuals participating in weight-sensitive sports. tends to be between 0.9 and 1.8 kilograms, 1.98 to 3.96 pounds. Diarrhea may occur if too much creatine is taken at once, in which case doses should be taken throughout the day and with meals. Supplementation with creatine has been reported to have a small but negative effect on the aerobic capacity of the body. It has been speculated that increases in total body water and body weight following creatine supplementation may be responsible for this potential adverse effect. How does creatine work? Creatine works primarily by affecting how your body metabolizes energy. The primary fuel source for high-intensity exercise is adenosine triphosphate, ATP, a molecule that carries energy within cells. This molecule is converted to adenosine diphosphate, ADP, and adenosine monophosphate, AMP, when cells use ATP for energy. Creatine exists in cells as creatine phosphate, or phosphocreatine, which adds an energy-rich phosphate group to ADP, converting it back to ATP. By increasing the overall pool of cellular phosphocreatine, supplementation with creatine can speed up the recycling of ADP into ATP, thereby providing a rapid replenishment of the cellular energy store. This increased energy availability can promote improvements in strength and power output. The pro-energetic properties of creatine don't just affect skeletal muscle, but nearly all body systems, including the central nervous system, which includes the brain and spinal cord. What are other names for creatine? Note that creatine is also known as creatine monohydrate, creatine 2-oxopropanoate, a-methylguanidinoacetic acid. Creatine should not be confused with creatinine, metabolite, cyclocreatine, analog, creatinol O-phosphate, analog. Dosage information. There are many different forms of creatine that are available on the market, but creatine monohydrate has been the most extensively researched and tends to be the least expensive form. Micronized creatine monohydrate, which dissolves more easily in water, is another option. In most studies, supplementation has involved an initial loading protocol of approximately 0.3 grams per kilogram of body weight per day, typically divided into 4 equal doses throughout the day, for 5 to 7 days, followed by a daily maintenance dose of at least 0.03 grams per kilogram of body weight. For a 180 pounds, 82 kilograms, person, this means a loading dose of 25 grams per day and a maintenance dose of at least 2.5 grams per day. The alternative to loading creatine consists of simply taking a smaller dose, usually 3 to 5 grams, of creatine each day. How much creatine do I need? In an average healthy young man weighing 70 kilograms with a creatine storage capacity of about 120 grams, about 14.6 millimole of creatinine, the urinary metabolite of creatine, is lost daily. This represents a daily creatine loss rate of 1.6% to 1.7%, about 2 grams. And is the amount of creatine that must be obtained daily from diet or supplementation to maintain adequate creatine levels. This value is typically about 20% lower in women and 45% lower in older adults, due to the lower levels of lean body mass in these populations, and is higher in individuals with higher than normal levels of lean body mass. What is the best form of creatine? Several forms of creatine, other than creatine monohydrate, have been studied. These include creatine hydrochloride, creatine HCl, creatine citrate, creatine malate, buffered, creatine, cray-alkaline, and creatine ethyl ester. However, creatine monohydrate is the least expensive form of creatine to purchase and has the most scientific evidence supporting its efficacy and safety. For these reasons, creatine monohydrate is the best form of creatine available at this time. What are the main dietary sources of creatine? Creatine is found in significant amounts in the muscles of the skeleton and the heart, cardiac muscle. Therefore, the main dietary sources of creatine are meat, including poultry and fish, and meat-based products. Here are some examples of raw meat and its creatine content. Beef, with minimal visible connective tissue, 4.5 grams per kilogram. Chicken, 3.4 grams per kilogram. Rabbit, 3.4 grams per kilogram. Beef heart, 2.5 grams per kilogram. Pork heart, 1.5 grams per kilogram. Is creatine supplementation safe during pregnancy? The safety of creatine supplementation in pregnant women has not been evaluated in human studies. However, rodent studies suggest that supplementing with creatine may not only be safe, but may also help to improve birth outcomes. For example, in a mouse study, maternal creatine supplementation from mid-pregnancy to birth increased creatine levels in the placenta, plus 105%, and several fetal tissues, including brain, plus 3.6%, heart, plus 14%, kidney, plus 22%, and liver, plus 37%. Increased fetal brain creatine levels before birth may protect the fetus from damage associated with low oxygen availability, such as during caesarean section. Protective effects have also been observed in the diaphragm of the offspring, due to preservation of muscle fiber size, in the kidneys, and in neural tissue, due to less oxidation in the brain and less cell apoptosis. Importantly, maternal supplementation with creatine, again in mice, does not appear to have an effect on the creatine transporter or the enzymes responsible for creatine synthesis in the newborn, suggesting that the capacity for creatine synthesis in the newborn mouse is not altered. Does creatine reduce exercise-induced muscle damage? Research that has examined the effect of creatine supplementation on measures that have been associated with exercise-induced muscle damage has yielded somewhat paradoxical results. A more recent meta-analysis found that although acute creatine supplementation attenuated increases in creatine kinase and lactate dehydrogenase levels after exercise, chronic creatine supplementation resulted in greater increases in these biomarkers of muscle damage. These findings suggest that creatine may help recover from a single bout of muscle-damaging exercise, but that chronic supplementation may have the opposite effect. A possible explanation for the above findings is that because creatine increases exercise performance and capacity over time, creatine supplementation may cause people to work their muscles harder than they otherwise would, resulting in greater cumulative muscle damage. Keep in mind, however, that creatine supplementation doesn't appear to have a consistent effect on other measures associated with exercise-induced muscle damage, including recovery of exercise capacity and muscle inflammatory biomarkers, range of motion, and delayed onset muscle soreness in the hours following a muscle-damaging exercise session. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoy information about creatine. Please strengthen us with a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next parts.